Aspiration of the Mahāmudrā of Definitive Meaning by the third Karmapa, Rangjung Dorje. Namo Guru. All you masters and yidam deities of the various mandalas, Buddhas and your bodhisattva heirs throughout the 10 directions and 3 times, turn your loving attention towards me and grant your blessings, so that all may be conducive to the fulfillment of my aspirations. May streams of virtue, unsullied by the 3 conceptual spheres, sprung forth from snowy peaks, my own pure intentions and actions, and those of all other sentient beings who are infinite in number, all merge into the vast ocean of the Buddha's 4 kayas. Meanwhile, for as long as I have not yet reached that level of attainment, throughout the course of my many lives in one rebirth after another, may I never so much as hear the words wrongdoing or suffering, and may I enjoy the splendor of oceanic happiness and virtue. Having found supreme freedom and advantage, with faith, diligence, and wisdom, may I rely upon excellent spiritual friends, receive the elixir of instruction, and accomplish it in the proper way without any impediment. Putting the genuine Dharma into practice throughout all my lives, study of Scripture and reasoning liberates from the veils of unknowing. Contemplating instructions overcomes the dense darkness of doubt, and the light arisen from meditation illuminates reality just as it is. May the radiance of these 3 forms of wisdom expand and increase. The ground is the 2 truths, free from eternalist and nihilistic extremes. The supreme path, twofold accumulation, unlimited by projection and denial, brings the fruition, twofold benefit, free from the extremes of existence and quiescence. May I encounter this Dharma that is without error or confusion. Upon the basis of purification, mind's nature of clarity and emptiness in union, may that which purifies, the great adamantine yoga of Mahāmudrā, purify its objects, the stains of adventitious delusion, and as a result, may I realize the immaculate Dharmakaya. Eliminating misconceptions of the ground brings assurance in the view. To sustain that view without distraction is the key point of meditation, and to train in all of meditation's facets is the supreme form of action. May I possess the confident assurance of view, meditation, and conduct. All phenomena are but apparitions of the mind. Mind itself is without mind, empty of mind's essence, empty yet unrestricted, appearing in any way at all. Having examined it well, may I determine the basis. I mistake my own perceptions, which have never been real, for objects, and through ignorance's power confuse my own awareness for a self. Through duality's force, I roam the arena of samsaric existence. May I thoroughly eradicate ignorance and delusion. It is not existent, for even the Buddhas have not seen it. It is not non-existent, for it is the basis of all samsāra and nirvāṇa. This is not a contradiction. It is the middle way of unity. May I realize mind's nature, free from limiting extremes. There is nothing to point to, saying, it is this, nor can there be denial, as in, this it is not. Dharmata, beyond the mind, is uncompounded. May I determine the bounds of genuine reality. Not realizing this, I drift about in samsāra's ocean. When I do realize it, Buddhahood lies nowhere else. Everything is this. There is nothing else besides. May I know the hidden point of the all-ground, Dharmata. Appearances are mind. Emptiness is also the mind. Realization is mind. Delusion, too, is one's own mind. What's arisen is mind. What's ceased is also mind. May I eliminate all misconceptions within the mind. Unspoilt by deliberate, mind-fabricated meditation, and unswayed by the winds of ordinary preoccupation, may I learn how to settle naturally without contrivance, and skillfully sustain the practice of mind's ultimate point. With waves of coarse and subtle thought naturally calmed, and the river of mind unmoving, spontaneously stilled, uncontaminated by the taints of lethargy and dullness, may the ocean of shamatha remain steadfastly inert. When looking repeatedly at unobservable mind, the point of non-seeing is vividly seen, just as it is. An indecision, is it or is it not, is cut right through. May I recognize my very own nature without delusion. Looking at objects, I see them as objectless mind. Looking at mind, mind is absent, empty of essence. Looking at both, duality is liberated there and then. may I realize mind's true nature, which is clear light. This absence of mental engagement is Mahāmudrā. The freedom from extremes is the great middle way. Since all is here included, it is also great perfection. May I acquire the confidence of knowing one and realizing all. Great bliss without attachment continues uninterruptedly. Clear light without conceptual identification is unobscured. Non-conceptuality beyond the mind is spontaneously present. May effortless experience emerge in a never-ending flow. Attachment to positive experience is liberated of its own accord. Negative thinking and delusion are purified within the natural expanse. And ordinary awareness is neither shunned nor sought, neither lost nor gained. May I realize the truth of dharmata that is beyond conceptual elaboration. Although beings' true nature has always been awakened, in their non-recognition they wander in saṃsāra without end. For these sentient beings whose misery knows no bounds, may I develop a compassion that is unbearably intense. The strength of unbearable compassion is unrestricted, and in this love, the reality of the empty essence laid bare, may I constantly cultivate this supreme, unerring path of unity, and may I never be apart from it, by day or by night. With sight and heightened perception born of meditation, may I bring beings to maturity, fully purify Buddha realms, and fulfill the aspirations to accomplish a Buddha's qualities. Thus may I awaken, with perfecting, maturing, and purifying all complete. Through the compassion of the Buddhas and their heirs in every direction, and the power of whatever wholesome virtue there might be, may my own and all other beings' purest aspirations be fulfilled exactly in accordance with our wishes.